You know, it's that time of the week again.
It is Monday Night Mission with Dan Variety Hottie and
the man that has nearly blown the roof off of every major arena, not just around the country, but around the globe. The man that led Men on a Mission to Tag Team Championship Gold in the World Wrestling Federation in Rocked MSG like it's never been rocked before at WrestleMania 10. I don't know how his name can only have 5 letters, but he is the Man on a Mission, Oscar. Brand new Monday Night Mission begins now.
there are so many missions.
Wrestling fans, the winter heats up with the return of the Berzerker John Nord. The WWE legend will be back for Wrestling Insider tapings, live episodes, watch-alongs, and cyber autograph signings beginning Sunday, February the 20th. Check out Boston Wrestling's exclusive print that the Berzerker will sign for you live on air. Get ready for 3 big days of the Berzerker John Nord. Head on over to bostonwrestling.com for complete information. Wrestling fans, we warned you this day would come. Unfortunately, we're running out of original episodes of Wrestling Insider's Party with Marty each and every Thursday night at 10 p.m., but we're starting up that Indiegogo. You can help the cause. You can help Marty's show continue each and every week. Nobody does it like Marty. We had an incredible time with him at our 20th anniversary bash, November 13th at Memorial Hall here in Melrose. We want to have the good times keep on rolling, but we can't do it without you. Look for the Indiegogo link in the comment section below or across our website and social media platforms. We have some great perks, great rewards where you can even meet Marty himself. There's nothing like it. Since July of 2020, every week we've brought you the show. We need your help to keep on going. We tell you, without wrestling fans, there is no professional wrestling, and there's no better time to help the cause now. Let's keep Marty rocking each and every Thursday night. Wrestling fans, VIP packages and tickets are on sale now for Boston Wrestling Sports Back to the 80s Live Wrestling and Fan Fest celebration, Saturday night, April the 16th at Memorial Hall in Melrose, Massachusetts. Meet WWE Hall of Famer Jake the Snake Roberts, Axe and Smash Demolition, WWE Hoffer Tito Santana, the Berzerker, and more 80s icons to be announced. Take part in a VIP exclusive Q&A session, a VIP exclusive 80s Legends group photo, autographs, pose photos, all before the superstars of yesterday, today, and tomorrow blow the roof off of Memorial Hall. Get your VIP packages and tickets now at bostonwrestling.com for a professional wrestling celebration decades in the making. We'll see you live April the 16th.
This is Mick Foley.
This is Harley Race.
This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
And this is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there live.
Wrestling fans around the corner, around the world, welcome to the Monday, February the 7th, 2022 edition of Wrestling Insider's Monday Night Mission. Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado was rocking tonight for WWE Monday Night Raw as the road to WrestleMania is now underway. This is Dan Marati here at MWF Studios in your home away from home, downtown Melrose, Massachusetts, the zip code of champion 02176. Hope all is well wherever you may be as we get ready for another night of great insight from our Monday night partner in crime momentarily. In the good news department, we're inching closer and closer to bringing our crazy friend Marty Jannetty back to MWF Studios for Season 2 of Wrestling Insider's Party with Marty. He celebrated his birthday on February the 3rd, but he's been rocking ever since he came out of the womb. As of this taping, I believe we are at 94% of the way to goal. Click on the link to the Indiegogo campaign in the Premier Chat box, the description box below, or across our social media platforms to help the cause. If everyone listening donated even $1, we'd blow past the goal and get Marty back here even sooner. Also, fans, we are now less than 10 weeks away from the big one, Boston Wrestling MWF's Back to the 80s Live Wrestling Event and Interactive Fan Fest, Saturday, April the 16th at Memorial Hall in Melrose, Massachusetts. You'll meet and greet and see WWE Hall of Famer Jake the Snake Roberts, 3-time WWE Tag Team Champions Axe and Smash Demolition, WWE Hall of Famer Tito Santana, the Wild Berzerker, and a 6th featured superstar that will be announced next Monday, Valentine's night, as the list keeps growing and growing the closer we get. It's going to be an immersive, interactive experience you will never forget with a VIP exclusive Q&A session, a VIP exclusive 80s Icons group photo with all of the featured stars, autographs and post photos, all before the superstars and legends of yesterday, today, and tomorrow light up Pigottville like never before. It'll be like Times Square on New Year's Eve. Get the best seats in the house now. Save a few bucks on the BostonWrestling.com super site. Again, the cost of all VIP packages and tickets increases $5 the week of the event, online and at the door. This isn't some ragtime indie show. This is going to be a night of professional wrestling you'll never forget. Also happy to announce that in less than 2 weeks, Fridley, Minnesota's finest, the Berzerker, returns to MWF Studios for Wrestling Insider Throwback, Thursday tapings, live episodes, watch-alongs, cyber autograph signings, and more. We have a specially designed Berzerker 8x10 photo and 11x14 poster designed for the signing that he'll personalize to you on the air before we mail it out. Make sure to get yours now. The Berzerker is ready to interact with you as only the Berzerker can, Sunday, February the 20th through Tuesday, February the 22nd. Our Patreon streaming service continues to grow with early full-screen ad-free access to all of our Weeknight Wrestling Insider Shoot interviews, archives with over 300 full-length episodes. Our acclaimed Studio Shoot interview DVD library is seen by millions online and millions more on The Howard Stern Show. Patreon exclusives, watch-alongs, my new semi-regular podcast we're testing out, and so much more. Join the Boston Wrestling Patreon family, La Familia, at patreon.com/Boston Wrestling. This is your opportunity to keep wrestling legends working, something near and dear to my heart. The Boston Wrestling eBay store is open for business 24/7 with great merchandise of superstars from every era. You can find the link to the Boston Wrestling eBay store in the description box below, or by simply heading on over to bostonwrestling.com and clicking the button that says Store. As we bring you more great free wrestling infotainment this week, please like, share, and subscribe to all that we do for wrestling fans and wrestling legends alike. With that said, here he is. Here he is, folks. The guiding light to the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship, Men on a Mission, running to... Take two. Here he is, folks, the man that led Men on a Mission to Tag Team Championship Gold in 1994, the guiding light of tag team professional wrestling during the new generation of the World Wrestling Federation, the man that nearly blew the roof off of every major arena around the country, around the globe. I could only be talking about one individual, the vice president of Boston Wrestling Sports, the yin to David Reese's yang, Oscar, the man on a mission himself. Oscar, welcome. Greetings, I should say, to your show, the Wrestling Insiders Monday Night Mission. WrestleMania, the road to WrestleMania is in full gear. Another hot night on Raw in Denver, Colorado. But we got a lot to catch up on in the King of Sports Pro Wrestling here on the Monday Night Mission. You're on a mission of your own right now, apparently.
Yeah, first of all, I want to announce that I got a call from Mo of Men on a Mission, an actual call. He sounded strong. He sounded normal. His kidney function is doing very well. He's out of pneumonia. He's at home. And just thank God for all the fans that were concerned. He is on the road to recovery. Thank you for your thoughts and prayers and well wishes. Thank you.
Oscar, you sound so clear. Where are you right now?
I'm in my hotel room.
Well, I wish you sounded this clear every week. It would be fantastic. You sound beautiful. But as the fans may question during the live premiere, what are you doing in Chicago away from Atlanta? Are you looking for babies? Are you meeting with David Reese?
You know, the yin to my yang, I've been trying to get a hold of the yang for 2 weeks, and I haven't gotten a call back or a text message. He must really be a big shot these days. You wait till I find him.
Reese he's a hustler. You know him. He's a man that works nonstop. He has work ethic, second to none. That's why we admire the president so much. But what's going on in Chi-Town? Your old stomping grounds.
You know, I finished that first album I was so proud of and so much buzzing. So I started the seedlings on a second project, a second recording project in about an hour. I'm going into the studio and I'm going to start recording the next thing.
Now, how many songs are going to be on this album?
I don't know. Right now, I've got 2 that I'm going to record today, and we'll go from there.
Now, is Dreamy Mimi involved in this project?
She's not involved as of yet, even though she'll be here in about an hour. But
Well, she's flying in too.
Yeah, right now it's too early to tell what all I'm going to be doing and what all, how I'm going to do things. But not as of yet. These are the baby steps of the first, album project. So it's too early to tell. I can't imagine she won't at some point, but we'll see.
Well, she's quite the talented singer herself, but nothing compared to the man on the telephone right now that was itching so close to a Grammy nomination.
Well, hopefully, it's a thing to where, and I said this, we got close to a Grammy nomination, and the first outing, I was not even trying. This time, knowing that could be a possibility, I'm really going to put my mind and thought and heart into it more. So maybe we'll get the Grammy next time. Well, who knows?
You're going to put a little extra oomph into it.
Definitely. Now that I know the possibilities, because it went a lot further than what I dreamed it could. But now that I see the possibilities, yeah, I'm going to take it a lot more serious.
Well, that's good. We look forward to hearing these future songs. We played one of them, the one that was up for the Grammy not too long ago. Hopefully we'll have some more great beats for you coming from album number 2. But talking about a man that put a little too much oomph into it, Oscar, what about Shane O'Mac? Apparently not being used any further by WWE after he went above the call of duty.
I'm glad you brought that up.
All right.
I'm so confused. Okay, first of all, how can you release a McMahon? Any McMahon. Released by who, how, what, and why? I don't believe everything I read. So, I'm not disputing something happened. But it could not have happened. Like, you can't release Shane McMahon like he's, you can't release Shane McMahon like he's Hornswoggle. Come on, y'all. Let's be real. You a stockholder. They want to take the signature of every last one of you stockholders, plus Stephanie, and then countersigned by Vince. Don't you think?
Well, here's what I think happened. For all the people that say he was released and fired and so on and so forth, I think they might be jumping the gun a little bit. I think what may have happened was, and I was told there certainly was an incident that went down in St. Louis that pretty much went on all day with the back and forth trying to set the Rumble match up, but I think they simply just aren't going to use him. I can't see them releasing him from his talent contract for the obvious reasons. I just don't think the original plan to have him be part of Elimination Chamber or WrestleMania are going to happen.
Wait. His talent contract?
He's not
Why the hell would Shane McMahon need a contract of any kind? It's damn near his company.
It's not damn near his company. He sold his stock in 2009 and left the company and didn't return until February of 2016. So he's had nothing but a talent contract since 2016. It's a very lucrative talent contract, but he's had no official responsibilities with WWE outside of being a talent since 2009 when he departed the company.
So let me see if I got this right. All right. So for now, let's just assume Shane's out, Triple H is out. What does Vince think he's gonna live forever? Who does he leave all this responsibility to when he goes to the great beyond? And Vince, I love you, but we're all going to the great beyond, and you're not getting any younger.
Well, again, Shane has had no executive responsibility with that company since 2009. The only instances where he's been used since he returned in 2016 has been as a talent, no different than a Brock Lesnar or Ricochet or anyone else on the roster. He's paid very well, probably a little bit more handsomely than he should be considering the role that he has, but that's what it is. It's a talent contract. He was pitching in, trying to assist in organizing the Royal Rumble. I guess he studied under Pat Patterson in that role many, many moons ago. And he wanted a little bit too much Shane O'Mac for the Rumble compared to what WWE had planned at that time. And it led to an explosion where they were forced to, I guess, send him home.
Yeah, now I can attest to that. Back in the 90s, I mean, he was actually writing content for a lot of the matches. A lot of it he would write on the fly towards the end, making changes with his paper and his black Sharpie. So yeah, I mean, and then like I told the story a few times, he produced and directed the WrestleMania 10 rap video on location at Madison Square Garden. So
oh wow,
yeah, he had a lot of his hand was in a lot of pots.
Well, I think he's a very creative and ambitious guy. It's, again, I'm not in the office, so I don't know the full scope of it, but you'd think maybe they could put his services to better use, maybe outside of just being a talent. Maybe WWE should do a true brand split where you have, two completely separate companies between Raw and SmackDown, or maybe even at this point, NXT, where Triple H is out of the picture right now due to his ongoing health problems.
Well, okay, the only problem with that is, and I believe 1,000% that he could do it, that he should do it, the legacy should be his. I mean, that's my thought as a parent myself. But with his mishandling mishandling of the Rumble, could you trust him with one of the brands? And right now, it doesn't seem like it. See, what he has to do, and this is just the way I see it on the outside looking in, and I believe this is the case. In order to have that responsibility, you have got to completely take your ego out of the equation. Unless you're Vince McMahon and ego works in volumes for the equation. But everybody is not Vince. Everybody can't separate their ego from business, and everybody can't carry that water on both sides of on both shoulders. It takes a special individual and a rare individual to be able to do that. And I don't think that Shane, or most of us for that matter, has that. That being said, no, the way he mishandled the Rumble, and I say this because I listened to the podcast of a guy that I'd never listened to his podcast before. I don't know why, but because I know his talent and I know how damn funny he is, and he had me rolling all morning. And that was Jim Cornette. Now, Cornette used to make me crack up when I was with him back in the 90s when he took his crazy ass to the ring. And every other time that he ever did interviews when I was young watching wrestling with the Rock and Roll Express and whatever else have you that he represented. But I listened to his podcast and, he made a lot of sense. In his opinion, the Royal Rumble, especially the men's side particularly, was complete garbage. And he pointed out a lot of things that I saw myself. That Kofi Kingston spot, that was not supposed to happen. He was supposed to stick to that barricade, and he was supposed to do something creative and make his way back into the ring. But for some reason, he slipped up.
Well, you know what? Nobody's perfect when you're trying to be Spider-Man, I guess. He's done it so many times. He's not going to be flawless each time. So we'll give Kofi a one-off for 1 year on that one.
They had to have told him, If it work, it work. If it don't,
Right,
it don't.
right.
Because, I mean, that's a tricky thing to do.
Sure.
And I'm sure they tell Naomi the same thing because they got her doing the same kind of spot. But if you miss or anything, or you're not going to get fired from it, I mean, you taking a huge risk.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a stunt more than it is a wrestling move that he's trying to do. I think at the end of, I'm sorry, go ahead.
He dissected the Rumble flawlessly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, flawless. And yeah, it was could have been better. I have high hopes. I have high hopes for next year. I'm along with Cornette. I have high hopes for next year.
Well,
that's what I can say.
I think the best way to look at it is almost like Triple H with NXT. If you want to get the most value out of the creative juices that may be flowing in one's mind, you have to eliminate yourself from the equation as a talent. Triple H was never a talent in NXT. Shawn Michaels has never been a talent in NXT. And I think before NXT was dismantled in recent months, that allowed the brand to thrive. I think if you had Triple H showcased as a talent on NXT or Shawn Michaels showcased as a talent on NXT, they would have overshadowed what the other guys were doing, and that's what Shane McMahon was trying to do and trying to set up a Shane McMahon-Seth Rollins WrestleMania match in Dallas, which I don't know how much interest there would be in that match, but what are your thoughts on that? Do you think maybe that would be the best utilization of Shane, is to let him be an executive in the company, contributing in creative or some way, shape, or form, but not be an on-air talent at the same time?
You know, I don't think that nobody, and there's no exception, should be able to sit out all year. You don't hear from them in the ring or behind the scenes. And then when WrestleMania come around, you know, everybody is grafting at that golden straw and then able to insert themselves into the situation. You know, I don't think that it's fair to the rest of the talent. I don't think it's fair for the fans. I just have no interest in seeing nobody do that. And I'm not just picking on Shane. I'm saying, you know, you don't see Brock Lesnar really until it's time for the big ticket situations to come about, you know, within the company. You know, now all of a sudden, out the clear blue, you know, Goldberg makes his special guest appearance, you know, when there's real money to be had, instead of, you know, and I don't mean you got to be there every week, but at least have some continuity and making the program look good and making it viable for you to be, you know, in a situation with other people having a match or whatever, and, you know, and doing it the right way.
I'll agree with you halfway on that one. I think it's excellent that they have so many non-full-timers around for WrestleMania season. I think the problem is the rest of the roster is overexposed. Now, maybe is it fair to them that these part-timers come in to get the big payoff for WrestleMania and the marquee matches? Not especially. But I think it's great for the fans because it gives them something new and exciting to look forward to other than the 45th Kevin Owens match of the year, so to speak.
No. I'm not disagreeing with that. But pay your dues along the way in some respect instead of just showing up when there's real money to be had, when all the rest of us done broke our ass all year long.
Well, I think those talents are worn down and overexposed. I don't think there's that much excitement in them. I mean, who on the WWE roster right now are you really excited to see each week? Who in that men's 30-man Royal Rumble do you really think had a chance to win? If you really sat there and looked at the 30 guys that were in there, how many of them do you think had a real shot to win that match?
No, I agree totally.
No one's over.
No, I know they're not. But even for the individuals that show up, you know, have at least the respect or the decency to, I mean, you know, once a quarter, how about that? once a quarter, show up and create a storyline that lead up to it. Don't just show up and create a 5-minute storyline, then go in and get a big payday, and then we don't see your ass again till the next $1 million check cut is on, is in the equation.
Well, I guess we respectfully disagree. I like to see talent come and go like that. I wish there were more talents that would come and go like that, as opposed to them being on TV each and every week ad nauseum. And that's kind of a great segue to the next the next subject I wanted to bring up. We have Elimination Chamber coming up Saturday afternoon, February the 19th, from the Kingdom of Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. Billy Goldberg is back, as he's going to be challenging Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship in what is Bill Goldberg's final match on his current contract, Oscar. Do you think Bill Goldberg will take advantage of the current professional wrestling landscape and shop his services to both WWE and AEW for maybe an even bigger payday?
I hope not, and I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know if you noticed this or not. When Goldberg did his march, his famous march, down from the gorilla position, the mouth of the gorilla position, to the ring, there was something missing.
Now, when are you talking about? Most recently?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
The other day when we saw him on TV, he always looks in great shape. I'm sure he, works out religiously, and I'm sure that. But I don't know. It was damn near like, why? It was damn near like, I will loan you my electric scooter for you to get from the gorilla position to the ring. It wasn't that bad, but it surely was something missing. And when he was coming to the ring, my thought was, I just wish he would just hang it up. Because you are not the same Goldberg that you was back in the 90s. I mean, none of us are, but it was just to the point where it's like, I'm just not excited to see it. I'm not, and I'm usually, and you know me, I've been in the business a long time, and I have people that even I'm a Mark still love. I'm a Undertaker Mark. I'm a Triple H Mark, definitely, and so forth and so on. And I was a big Goldberg fan. Now, do I think that Goldberg deserved the things he got the way he got them? I'm not so sure about that. Going in the ring, for years, making millions, and you only stay in the ring 5 minutes, and everybody else is out there earning their money. I mean, even for me, myself, I got blown up being on the side of the ring for 10, 12, 15, 20 minutes. And I wasn't doing nothing. But because of my weight and other factors, but yeah, back to my point, it was something just not kicking with me when I saw Goldberg this time. And it just, the thing about what comes to mind is, I hope this is your last match, not of your contract, but of your career. I hope you can get through it without getting hurt or catching a heart attack. And I think this is over for you. Go be a trainer at the development center. Go in management. Maybe he should. Nah, he ain't got the chops to write no stories or do nothing like that. I ain't gonna put that on him. But yeah, anyway, it just wasn't the same to me. I don't know what you think.
Do you think it's safe to say that Roman Reigns will retain the title in the Kingdom of Jeddah?
There's just been talk about Roman Reigns stepping down and go try to pursue a rock career in movies. Now, I don't know if it happens in Jeddah or what, but I hope not. And the reason because, you know, I mean, Goldberg would be a worse champion than Brock Lesnar. You think you don't see Brock Lesnar defend the belt? When have you ever Goldberg? Do you know what I'm saying?
I do, Oscar.
I hope not. I don't want it to be a clean win. Should Roman, you know, that would be doing a disservice to Goldberg, and not a clean win. But nah, please don't, no.
Well, you know what? I think it's WrestleMania season. I say Roman should make him submit right in the middle. You should put him in that guillotine and have Goldberg pass out.
Well, see,
that would be my finish.
Now, let me tell you the reason why that would be. We would be at the table arguing.
All right.
Tell me why that would be bad.
Let's hear it, baby.
Especially right before WrestleMania, you do not want to kill Goldberg.
If he's not going to be on WrestleMania, who cares?
He might.
He's not under contract. Well, I mean, he could always resign, but he's the.
Right, he probably does. I mean, no, you don't think this is a setup for a WrestleMania? I put it like this. This is what you missing. WrestleMania need all the damn help that it can get. Now, they should have saved that damn Lita, what's that child?
Lita, yeah, and Becky Lynch.
Who is she fighting?
Becky Lynch.
In Jeddah?
It's Saudi Arabia, yeah.
Okay. They should have saved that match for WrestleMania, because WrestleMania need all the help it can get. We done got ambitious and, should I say, a little greedy. Not one stadium night, but 2 stadium nights in a row. So
that's a big place.
Don't shoot your wad in every pay-per-view that's coming up before that, unless you really setting up into something. So don't use Lita now and then don't use her again at WrestleMania, because she's still a talent. And she still withdraw and having a big stadium match instead. And I understand it's Jeddah, and I understand them checks. Them checks are probably better than WrestleMania.
They are.
So I can understand everybody wanting to be involved.
And the Prince is a big fan of 90s wrestling, so I can see why Lita may be competing there.
You know what? I'm glad you said that. I need to set up a scenario where I go meet the Prince.
Maybe the Prince was a fan of yours and Men on a Mission back in the 90s. Maybe. Would you go and rap in Jeddah?
The hell I wouldn't.
No.
The hell, yeah.
Oh, you would? Oh, okay.
The hell, you crazy as hell. That's not even a question.
You'd go over to Jeddah for a payday.
You give me my coach, these other black bastards to get down. I don't care. You know what? I say that because I cannot stand being when the plane is completely full and I gotta sit next to 2 people for a couple of hours. That's like going to damn prison on a plane.
It's bad. I agree with you on that. All right.
To go to Jeddah, I sit between you and another big black fat bastard to go over to Jeddah for that Jeddah.
Oh, I'm a big fat bastard?
No.
Oh, all right.
You and a big and one of them to go to Jeddah for a payday like that. Hell yeah, yes, sir.
All right, well, wrestling fans, right now I'm getting the cue from the back. We're going to take a brief timeout. We'll be back with more from Chi-Town singing sensation, the man on a mission himself, Oscar. Stand by. Tickets are on sale now for Soul Survivor 10, Back to the 80s, our live event and fan fest, Saturday, April the 16th at Memorial Hall in Melrose, Mass. Head on over to BostonWrestling.com now. The World Wrestling Federation was sold out at the Boston Garden in Boston, Massachusetts, Saturday, February the 7th, 1987. In the opening contest, Islander Tama beat Frenchie Martin, replacing Butch Reed. Coco Beware victorious over the Red Demon. Hercules defeated Billy Jack Haynes after interference from Paul Orndorff. Islander Haku with the win over Terry Gibbs. In a non-title match, the Rougeau brothers beat the Hart Foundation. King Kong Bundy victorious over Duke of Dorchester Pete Doherty via disqualification. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat defeated Sika. Dino Bravo with the win over S.D. Jones. And in the main event, the living legend Bruno Sammartino beat WWF Intercontinental Champion Macho Man Randy Savage via disqualification in a lumberjack match. If you were in Boston live, share your memories in the comment section below. Keep Wrestling Legends working in our eBay store and on our renowned Patreon streaming service so we can bring you more interactive superstar shoot interviews to relive the good old days of professional wrestling. Check it out. Boston wrestling sports in the MWF explodes into a new year with professional wrestling content galore and need you to join our family. Every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. after our Monday Night Raw review, it's Wrestling Insiders at your house with WWE Hall of Famer Mr. USA Tony Atlas. Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. after NXT and AEW, join rotating legends on Wrestling Insiders Special Edition. Every Thursday night at 10 p.m. after our NXT and Dynamite review, it's Marty Jannetty's No Holds Barred Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll journey on Wrestling Insiders Party with Marty. Friday night after SmackDown, don't miss John Cena Sr.'s Wrestling Insiders Fabulous Fridays. Plus, look for classic clips, history videos, bonus live episodes, pay-per-view watch-alongs, and more. For less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks, get early ad-free access to our Wrestling Insider talk shows, our acclaimed studio shoot interview DVD library, and help keep wrestling legends working during the worst of times. Join our growing family at patreon.com/Boston Wrestling. Fans, we warned you this day would come. Unfortunately, we're running out of original episodes of Wrestling Insiders Party with Marty each and every Thursday night at 10 p.m., but we're starting up that Indiegogo. You can help the cause. You can help Marty's show continue each and every week. Nobody does it like Marty. We had an incredible time with him at our 20th anniversary bash, November 13th at Memorial Hall here in Melrose. We want to have the good times keep on rolling, but we can't do it without you. Look for the Indiegogo link in the comment section below or across our website and social media platforms. We have some great perks, great rewards where you can even meet Marty himself. There's nothing like it. Since July of 2020, every week we've brought you the show. We need your help to keep on going. We tell you, without wrestling fans, there is no professional wrestling, and there's no better time to help the cause now. Let's keep Marty rocking each and every Thursday night. Wrestling fans around the corner, around the world, I'm Dan Marotti.
And I'm John Cena Sr.
Johnny, the momentum here in Boston wrestling continues as we continue to build and build and build. The fans want to know, how do we help? We subscribe to the Patreon, but we see all the great merchandise on that set. Coronavirus may have killed the nightlife, especially for someone like Marty, but our acclaimed eBay store is open 24/7 around the world.
Wow. Check it out.
Support Wrestling Insiders in-studio shoot interviews on eBay with this brand new personally autographed WWE Royal Rumble 2021 11x14 poster signed by WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns, his advocate Paul Heyman, and Kevin Owens. Reigns and Owens battled for the Universal title in a last standing match January 31st in the Thunderdome in Tampa. This limited edition collector's poster is number 31 of only 50 produced. Comes with WWE authentication hologram on the poster itself. Also comes with an on-air shout-out from WWE Hall of Famer Mr. USA Tony Atlas and a bonus autographed 8x10 photo. Get this rare, awesome collectible for your man cave and help keep wrestling legends working now.
Ladies and gentlemen, turn it up, go a little something like this. Now drop the beat.
Friday Night SmackDown is coming home to the Big Easy. It hits different love.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Friday Night SmackDown in New Orleans, February 11th. Tickets and Ringsider packages are on sale now.
All right, wrestling fans, welcome back. Dan Marotti here at MWF Studios. The man on a mission, Oscar, is on the road in Chi-Town. He's getting those vocal cords ready. He's going to be lighting up the, is it a sound stage that you're going to be in singing, or?
Nah, I'm being
No.
a recording studio.
A recording studio. All right, not like Mark Dustin's sound stage. All right, a lot more going on in the world of professional wrestling. I know you have to go at a certain time as you got to get ready to sing. What about the situation with Kurt Angle, Oscar? There apparently was an idea on the table to bring Angle back for 3 weeks leading into WrestleMania, and the idea was dropped. Would you have liked to have seen Angle back for a short run for a few weeks?
Well, first of all, who dropped the idea?
I have no idea.
Yeah, no. You know, I was watching the first season of Tough Enough this past week. And Angle was on there. And I really realized I miss Angle. So I think that, and I saw him, sat down and had lunch with him, matter of fact. It's been about 3 years now in Jersey. We had a pretty big thing there. And unlike what I feel about Goldberg, he really looks in shape and intact and vibrant and still keeps in shape. So yeah, he looked like he can go a couple of more years, as a matter of fact, on a regular schedule. So yeah, to not use him would have been a big mistake. But see, that was one of my problems with the men's rumble. With the women's rumble, you had a lot of old school surprises come out, which made it a lot more exciting. But with the men's rumble, you didn't have none, and that was one of the viable parts of the men's rumble that was missing.
Well,
where
the female,
was your Mick Foley's, and where was your where was your Mick Foley? Well, I mean, where was everybody?
the female Rumble, they didn't have 30 women in the company left with all the releases, so they needed.
I know, I get that. No, I know why they did it. I know why they had to do it. But still, in all, with the men's Rumble, that's like a tradition.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. But I think they were just trying to give most people that were around full time, almost like what we were talking about earlier with WrestleMania, a spot on the show. But I have to ask you, Oscar, in regards to the women's Rumble, I know John Cena Sr. and I were talking about it on Wrestling Insider's Fabulous Fridays. Were you feeling a little warm and fuzzy when Lita came out?
Yeah,
You were.
And I'm looking forward to seeing her match in Jeddah. Yeah, I was. I think that
A little warm and fuzzy.
she's what. Yeah, I feel warm. Yeah, she's sexy. I get it. No, I think that she is one of the greatest women wrestlers ever that I've seen. Well, I won't dare say the greatest, but I will say that, my God, she is a real talent for real.
You like Lita?
Love Lita.
Loved Lita. All right.
And I just believe that they doing with her what they really should be doing, not just the Rumble one-off, but use her, in other matches. I really hope that, this is my hope, I don't think it's going to happen, but, I hope she beat Becky Lynch and get the belt for a little bit. Stay around.
Yeah, I can't see that happening, but stranger things have happened.
But I can't see it either. But yeah, I think she should stay around.
I think they have so many bullets in the gun coming in the women's division between now and WrestleMania. I think they are saving one of them for Becky Lynch. I know Asuka is going to be coming back soon. Bayley is going to be coming back soon. Lacey Evans is going to be coming back soon, which is unfortunate that they dropped one of the best female angles I thought they had in ages when they paired her with Ric Flair. I thought that was just fantastic, but I don't think they'll be going back to that storyline for the obvious reasons. But I would imagine that Becky Lynch would face one of those three at WrestleMania unless they're going to really play out the Bianca Belair feud, which, as much as I like Bianca, I can't see them waiting 2 months to pull the trigger, but who knows? Stranger things have happened.
Well, the problem is Bianca is, to me, the best wrestler, female wrestler on the roster right now.
Does she make you feel warm and fuzzy like Lita?
Oh my gosh!
Really? I hope Mimi isn't listening.
They did bring back somebody who really make me feel warm and fuzzy, and I'm lucky I was married, and that's Alicia Fox. Alicia Fox has always been my roster crush.
I thought you were going to say Alondra Blaze for a minute.
Oh, shut your ass.
What did you think about John Nord's comments on Wrestling Insider's Throwback Thursdays about Alondra Blaze?
No, what did he say?
Well, he said, he didn't understand why she was always talking about herself and wasn't a big fan. And I said, well, John, if you were to interview her, what would you ask her? And he said, are your nipples gold-plated and is your clit made out of gold?
Oh, my God.
And she had a sagging ass and tits.
He would have deserved whatever flippant answer he got back.
Well, I don't think the interview will ever happen, but I got a kick out of what John had to say, believe it or not.
Well, see, that's because you got that sixth sense of humor like that. That's you.
Do you think it's gold-plated?
No, I know her, and it's not gold-plated. Y'all leave my friend alone.
All right. Well, back to the subject at hand. What do you think about the Brian Kendrick controversy? You want to talk about a gold-plated controversy? Basically quit WWE, convinced them to release him, then was going to show up on AEW television in the day of his debut when he was going to face Jon Moxley. An old video surfaced of him sharing some very bizarre, I guess, conspiracy theories might be the way to put it. Some things about the Nazis and such. And Tony Khan made the call to remove Brian Kendrick from AEW Dynamite.
Wait.
Oh, I guess you didn't hear about this one.
No. Okay, wait, what is it with everybody in the damn What is it with everybody in the damn Nazis and the Jews this week? First is Whoopi Goldberg, and now Brian Kendrick. What did he say?
Well, to be fair, the interview was probably about 10 years old, but I guess maybe an anti-AEW fan went out and started posting it, and I think it made AEW have a little pie in the face. I think it also made WWE look kind of bad because they hired him and had him under contract for several years, and they didn't realize that this tape existed. I think it was basically, from what little I only saw a trailer of it, not the entire video, so a lot can be done in an edited video. But it was just basically conspiracies. Is the earth flat? Was 9/11 an inside job? Things of that nature. And to be fair, I think for anyone to make a decision on a man's future, I think they should watch a video in its entirety unedited. But that's just my opinion.
Well, first of all, okay, he is not the first person to say that 9/11 was an inside job. That is not his original conspiracy. So let's get that straight.
Do you think it was an inside job?
I really, to be honest with you, see, this is why I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
No,
I really don't. I don't know what it was.
You don't know?
No, I mean it very well could have been, but the more likelihood is that a few people who decided to do their own personal jihad at the direction of Osama bin Laden, decided to teach the USA a lesson for what they say our decadence and our this and our that. And, we infidels or whatever the hell else they say. And I think it was more so that. But
what about Building 7, though, Oscar? That was always the big point of contention.
The Blue Brothers, I don't know if you remember them.
Yeah, the Harrises.
They used to walk around with Nazi tats on their arms.
Did they?
Yeah. Nobody said nothing about that.
Didn't make you feel a little uncomfortable?
Did it make me feel? No, it didn't make no.
No.
Now I don't know, for some reason I'm just a different cat. I used to talk to a guy when I was in county jail that had Nazi tats. I mean, we used to converse like we was best buddies. So
You were in county jail?
Yeah, I was in county jail.
What were you in county jail for? Talking about Lita?
No,
All right.
I was in county jail for a girl, a lie, and some other stuff. But that we ain't going into that.
All right. Well, we'll have to talk to Patera Rastani about that. But
all right, I just got. You ever heard of a company called Wrestle Travel?
yes.
All right, this is from Wrestle Travel. I'm trying to straighten out with Wrestle Travel now. She has been giving me the runaround. Can do hotel nights of March 30th, March 31st, and April 1st plus a few $100s. They are sorting out a signed agreement for you. I apologize for the runaround, and they are giving me the runaround. If you want not to do it, I understand. I will send the agreement when they send it to me. Okay, so in other words, fans, I'm sharing this with everybody because I am going to be doing a party in Dallas. I'm going to be doing a party in Dallas at the end of the March, WrestleMania weekend. I got to nail down what date's going to be in. It's going to be
big.
It's going to be for the Wrestle Travel folks. And, we're going to do it. And that's the news that I'm getting right now. And, that's happening.
Well, another thing to be excited about WrestleMania week, Oscar is going to be hosting a Wrestle Travel party somewhere in the vicinity of Dallas, if not Dallas itself.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you'll share information as you have it with the fans so they can get their tickets, see you live and in person in the Big D.
Maybe
Lita will come by.
Maybe Lita will come by.
You have no other information on it right now, though.
No.
All right.
They are working out the. I'm waiting on the. Waiting on the contract with all the definitive information.
All right, fair enough. Well, do you think AEW made the right call in pulling Brian Kendrick from the TV show where this news was just breaking not too long before they went on the air?
You know what? I have to reserve judgment on that because I do not have enough facts.
All right. And you're a man of the facts.
Yeah, I don't know what all was said. I don't know what circumstances it was. I think whatever it was, I give pause to any action going against him, especially if it was something 10 years ago. I ain't the same guy I was 10 years ago that I am now.
Right.
Whatever I thought 10 years ago, I'm sure I don't think it today. And that also goes to, and this is just a little off our purview topic, Whoopi Goldberg. I mean, I think what she said was mega stupid. That was just dumb. But you don't give her a timeout from the show for 2 weeks so she can reflect on what she said. That's not going to make her change her mind. It's not going to do nothing. Anything else, you put on there more. Educate. Have a debate about it. Have a discussion. Let her know how you really feel. You don't put nobody in timeout or take away their toys like in the case of Brian Kendrick because you don't like whatever it is they said. It's almost like we not entitled to an opinion no more. We got to be penalized because we said what it is we thought, and that's just not right.
I think there's a lot of comments that have been made in quote-unquote shoot interviews over the years that are going to come back and haunt people if people really broke them down individually.
Yeah. How many shoot interviews have you heard where they said that Vince fucked farm animals and then a couple of years after that, they back on TV like nothing happened?
Or even Shawn Michaels.
Right.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I guess maybe it's on a talent by talent basis.
Yeah. I gotta agree with you.
Talent by talent basis. Let me ask you this one, Oscar. Tony Khan is promising that, almost like with Vince and Sean, Wednesday night on AEW Dynamite, the Forbidden Door is going to be open, and that one of the best wrestlers in the world is going to be debuting for the company. Do you have any thoughts on guesses on who it may be?
No, I have no idea. I really don't. I wish I could tell you, but I do not know.
I would guess, and I think as far as who might fit best with that company right now, I would think Johnny Gargano could be one that fits that category. Certainly has had some outstanding world-class matches in NXT over the past few years. He is a free agent now. From what I was told, he was waiting for his wife to give birth before returning to pro wrestling now that he's a free agent. But could you see Johnny Gargano excelling in in AEW if he was given the opportunity?
Yeah, I can definitely see that, but I don't think I don't think that's big enough.
You don't think it's him?
Yeah.
I think the AEW fan base would go nuts, but, it remains to be seen. What about Big Keith Lee, who's a free agent now? Do you think he might fit the bill?
It's possible, but again, not nearly a big enough name for the, if you're going to sign Keith Lee, then go ahead and sign him. Tell us you signed him. Okay, good. All right, we'll see what he do. But to make a big build-up, I'll put it like this. The build-up for that, the Forbidden Door, Shane McMahon got to be coming.
Well, that's the thing. It's almost in the wording. You talk about the Forbidden Door. It could be a lot of people, but when he stresses one of the best wrestlers in the world, what the AEW fan base looks at as one of the quote-unquote best wrestlers in the world. The Omegas, the Adam Coles, the Danielsons, the CM Punks. That's why I think, as far as a fit, Gargano would seem to be the guy that would fit. But, would you get more bang for your buck out of someone like Strowman or The Fiend? Absolutely. But does that fan base look at them as a quality of a talent in ring, night in, night out, as they would a Gargano? I don't think so. That's why that's if I was going to put down $1 at the beautiful Gold Coast Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada, the home of your favorite buffet, I would say Gargano.
Yeah, tell me, because we got to close in a minute.
All right.
So it's time to go. Was there any news about where they moved CAC to, if they moved it at all?
Oh, you don't know?
No.
Oh, it's actually going to be at the Plaza.
Oh, right.
Down by Fremont Street, yeah.
Yeah, for you fans out there of CAC, we're going to be downtown at the Plaza. I haven't been to the Plaza for a long time, so I'm hoping that there's been some remodeling or something on there to make it a step above the Gold Coast. Now, did they add a jacuzzi up there? I highly doubt it.
Could it be a step down from the Gold Coast?
Oh my God, that would be terrible. I remember, if I'm comparing in my mind the rooms of the Gold Coast and the Plaza, they were comparable. About the same. So the bottom line to that is this: you will not be seeing Oscar staying at the CAC Hotel. No.
Well, I guess maybe we need to check the online reviews and see. Maybe they have done some remodeling.
I owe it to myself to treat myself a little bit better.
I remember, I'll tell you this, the last time I was there for a CAC reunion at the Plaza was, I think it was 06, because we flew out on 666. And, they're talking about the day of death on CNN at the airport when we're getting ready to fly, which was a real treat. But you know what? From what I remember, you were right. The rooms were pretty comparable.
Yeah, they were comparable.
But that was 2006, so I don't know. I hope.
To be Brian Blair and the rest of y'all, if you're going to take a step up, if you're going to take a step up. Don't do a damn step sideways. you know what I'm saying?
I'm eager to go online now and look at the reviews and see what people are saying from the.
You ain't gotta look at the reviews. You got me to tell you taking a step sideways, which means you going from one bad hotel to another one. They might as well have it at Motel 6. We have the buffet outside the parking lot. We have the ceremony by the crappy pool outside. We just need a microphone and a podium and some plastic ass chairs.
Oh, you know what? I really needed this laugh today. Believe me.
We're not doing better. Well, people, we got to do better. It's the CAC. I mean, well, you know what? Let me tell you why I give it to them. Go ahead and have it at the crappiest hotel, motels you can find, because that frees up money for those of us that get stuck in life, that need to get a loan or we need money or whatever. At least y'all ain't spending the money on the MGM Grand and other places like that, so that we call y'all when we get in dire straits. Y'all get on the phone and say, well, you know, we spent $100,000 having the ceremony at the MGM Grand, so there is no money. So if that's the reason y'all doing it, I applaud y'all. Thank you. And let's just keep having it at the crappiest flea bags we can find.
Well, like I said, I am going to do online reviews and compare it to the Gold Coast because you've got me curious now. But, you know, my concern is I want to try and find a room similar to what we had last year with video people that actually know what they're doing so we can pump out some pretty good interviews. But I love the Fremont Street experience. I know that much. I always try and go down for one night when I'm in Las Vegas, but to be there again, hopefully the rooms have been remodeled since I was last there in 2006, Oscar.
Well, you ain't gotta look for the Fremont. I mean, the plaza's right there, right on the Fremont experience.
That's why I think it's so great. Yeah.
Right there on Fremont Street. It's right there. For those of y'all that's coming by Greyhound from California, it is exactly right next door to the bus station.
Yep.
6 steps to the right. And so it's right there in the heart of downtown. So I mean that's a good idea. Now, for those of y'all that want to stay someplace else, I'm here to tell you there's 1 or 2 hotels downtown that are, you know, for you hot shots, that you're going to want to be at. The rest of us still going to be on the Strip or wherever, because all the hotels downtown kind of like, that's like the hobo for gambling.
Well, I said I like to go down once a night when I'm there. I didn't say I stay at a hotel.
All right, tell me real fast.
What do we got?
No, tell me real fast. What the hell happened? What got you so pissed off?
Oh,
you got 5 minutes. Go.
No, we had a headache with an independent talent. We're having a headache with one of the featured superstars. I was asked not to get into it on the air because I've been yelled at so many times about things that have gone on. We'll have to talk about that in private. Hopefully a positive resolution is going to come. I have had to try and involve people from the Major League Wrestling companies. I even had to throw in the CAC. Some WWE Hall of Famers have had to get in the mix. It is out of control right now, Oscar. Today, if you saw the video that I made this morning, which might being released in the next few days, you'll understand completely. If you listen to my exclusive podcast on patreon.com/Boston Wrestling, it may give you at least a working idea of at least the story behind it. Maybe I'll send you a private link, Oscar, and you can kind of gouge from there maybe what the best direction to go in will be.
I told you, we'll get into this. Okay.
All right. You got to sing, brother. You got to save those beautiful vocals.
All right.
Are you running out of time?
But
you haven't ran since the 70s. Who are you trying to kid?
What's that?
I said you haven't ran since the 70s. Who are you trying to kid?
Man, it's 15 minutes from my pickup for the studio, so I gotta go. I gotta roll.
All right, wrestling fans, you heard it for the man on a mission himself. For Oscar, I'm Dan Marati. We'll see you next Monday night after WWE Monday Night Raw. Phil DeCesare, take it away, baby.
Hi, this is Phil DeCesare. Thank you for enjoying tonight's Wrestling Insiders. Get early full-screen ad-free access to all our Weeknight Wrestling Insider episodes while helping keep Wrestling Legends working by joining the Boston Wrestling Patreon family at patreon.com/Boston Wrestling. You can directly help us bring you more great historical wrestling content 7 days a week to enjoy for years to come.